This is part 2 of my video, Everything Good and Bad About the Prehistoric Planet T-Rex. Also, in the original video, I said I wanted the T-Rex to be a little fluffier. I still do, but apparently that got someone so mad, they made a freaking comment about that. And for some reason, basically stated that if T-Rex even had a small coating of feather, they would die. Anyways, if you want to see all the previous stuff I mentioned, go watch the original video. I'll put in the link in the description. Anyways, on to the rest of the accuracies. In part 1, I forgot to mention why the skin was accurate. There's fossilized T-Rex skin, which shows lots of tiny, smooth scales, which would have covered most of the Rex's body. Or this is all just featherless, fleshy skin that we just thought was scales. But nonetheless, the T-Rex is accurately covered in lots of tiny, smooth scales, which from far away looks like smooth skin. But it is possible that T-Rex did have some feathers. The juveniles would have been fully feathered, and as they grew up to be adults, they would lose most of their feathers, only having a sparse coat of feathers on their bodies. This is accurately portrayed with the prehistoric planet T-Rex, with the juveniles being fully feathered and the adults being sparsely feathered. Though I kinda wish that the sparse feathering on the adults would have looked more like this. The anatomy of the prehistoric planet T-Rex looks very accurate to what the real-life T-Rex's anatomy would have looked like. It's big and stocky, it has short arms, the head shape looks very accurate to a real-life T-Rex skull, the legs are thick and very bird-like so it can support its weight, and it doesn't have pronated hands, and one of the fingers is larger than the other. Next is the colors. Now, while we don't know what T-Rex's true colors were, the colors of the T-Rex and prehistoric planet look very plausible. We have a dark brown for the top half and a light tan for the bottom half, which remind me of the Wild Republic T-Rex plushie. It's also given a neat pattern with some spots and stripes. And if T-Rex did have some patterns, then the patterns would have helped it camouflage while hunting. The colors and patterns are pretty plausible. Next is the head shape and crests. The head shape is very accurate and very similar to what a real-life T-Rex skull looks like, and the crests are a really nice addition. I also like how there's differences in the crests for both the male and female. The males have bigger crests and the females have smaller crests. The mating display shown in the documentary is very plausible. Modern-day birds have weird mating displays, so this mating display of the male Rex standing upright and showing his red throat pouch is very plausible. And I'm pretty sure ostriches do the same thing, or at least do something similar. Next is the noises of the T-Rex. I was gonna put this in the inaccurate section, but they're actually not roars as I originally thought. They're actually just really deep hisses and bellows. Take a listen.
A stranger.
At first, they may sound like roars, but when you compare them to Jurassic Park's T-Rex roar, then you realize they're just really deep hisses and bellows. Anyways, dinosaurs couldn't roar because they didn't have the correct vocal cords to do that. So instead, some dinosaurs like theropods would have actually hissed or made really deep bellows. Smaller theropods or babies would have probably made chirps. Anyways, these sounds are actually very accurate for a T-Rex. T-Rex would probably just make deep bellows or really deep hisses. Kind of like modern-day ostriches. The last thing I want to mention is that T-Rex in the documentary is said and is shown to have very powerful jaws, which is accurate. T-Rex had very powerful jaws and an extremely strong bite, which is why they were able to hunt large herbivores. Alright, that was part 2 of Everything Good and Bad About the Prehistoric Planet Tyrannosaurus Rex. If I missed anything, tell me in the comments below. But anyways, goodbye.